is Joni Dale Morgan, and I suffer with lupus. I was first diagnosed in 2003. Initially, they thought it was dengue because I was having the joint pains that are normally associated with dengue. So I was at the St. Bay Hospital, and then I was admitted to the Andrews Hospital. When I was at Andrews, they ran some tests, and my doctor, which is from the Andrews Hospital, Dr. Donovan Jackson, he diagnosed me with lupus. Honestly, when he told me what lupus was, it was the first I heard about it. And I remember he was being, so worried for me at the time. And my mom and I, we were taking it very lightly because we didn't know what it was. And even though he said to me, it's something you're going to have to live with for the rest of your life and it affects the organs, I still didn't take it that seriously. And I looked it up on the internet, and frankly, it was quite depressing for me to see the extent of lupus and what it could do for you at the time. It wasn't until, and I was in remission for quite a while, it wasn't until 2012 that I actually got a huge flare, and it all came from just being wet in the rain. And I went to St. Bay Hospital, and the next thing I knew, I was in an induced coma for 2 months at KPH. And so when I woke up or really knew what was happening, this was like 2 months after. And that's when I realized how badly lupus can affect you, because it really took that length of time before it really started to attack my entire body. And during this time, my lungs crashed, my heart, my kidneys, I had to do blood transfusion for the platelets. And I left KPH and I went to Andrews Hospital for another 3 weeks to a month. So for 2013, January, February, March, I was in the hospital. And when I came out, I had to learn to walk again. I was in Pampers. It was a lot. And it's at that time that I said, wait, it really can do all of this. And I went through a series of, I was on like 200 milligrams of prednisone, the mycophenolate, which is very expensive. And it just got recently reduced, and it has been on the NHF now since last year. But at the time, I was taking maybe 2,000 milligrams of it, which was a lot of money. And I remember having to try and get it overseas at the time because it was almost $1,500 just for one tablet locally. So I'm really happy that the NHF was able, that between Dr. Todd Reed and everybody else at Lupus Foundation and the government, that they were able to bring it down. Because the last time that I went to the pharmacy for it, it was about $300 and something for it. So at that time, I went through a series of depression. I went through, feeling lost, feeling as though I'm not who I was anymore, because I wasn't. I could no longer get up and just be moving about. I had to learn to slow down. I had to learn to be a different person. But what it did was that it's made me who I am now, who I feel is the authentic Joni Dale, the real Joni Dale. I feel like I know I had a chance to know, first of all, a second chance at life. And now I was able to see which direction I needed to go. And so I changed my career totally. I moved from a hardware and wholesale to a cosmetic industry, which was a calmer environment, the environment that I needed at the time, a therapeutic environment for me, which allowed me to kind of settle in and take things slowly and take things just one day at a time. So I've learned since that time how to manage it. I've learned that I have to eat properly. I've learned that when I need to rest, I just have to rest. I have a very good support system. My staff, I explain to them what lupus is, so that they understand that there are some days that I may come to work and my fingers aren't working properly, or I'm just walking very weird because my joints are in so much pain, or I just need to lie down. There are days when I just put a piece of cardboard on the floor and I just lie down and allow my body to kind of relax and restart itself, so that I'm able to get through the rest of the day. And I've learned that's okay. It's okay to feel. I used to feel weak. I used to feel like I'm not good enough anymore. I used to feel like I can't accomplish everything anymore because I have to slow down. But I realized that I can, and that's what I would encourage to anyone right now, to say to them that it's not a death sentence. You can do so much, so much. You just have to dig deep. You have to be grateful the days that you don't feel any pain. You just have to be thankful. You have to know that you are worth it. You know that it's okay to feel tired. It's okay to say that you can't go somewhere. It's okay to disappoint people, meaning to disappoint them in a way where maybe you're just not feeling up to it. It's, you can't push yourself too much. It's okay to have the fat face. It's okay to have your hair fall off because it will grow back. Don't stop wearing, if you're a woman, don't stop wearing your makeup. Don't stop, going out and doing nice things. Don't allow the illness to stop you from doing everything that you want to do in life. So that's the advice that I would give anybody that is suffering with lupus. I'm not a member of the Lupus Foundation. I have donated with a collaboration with the Sovereign Center. I've just never had the time. I try to do my part in the best way that I can. I try to use my business to help persons if they call me and refer them to the Lupus Foundation or tell them about my doctors. But I've just never had a chance, and I'm on their social media, so I see everything that's happening and being up to date. But I haven't. But I would suggest for somebody who may feel as though they don't have a proper support system, that the Lupus Foundation is an amazing support system. Dr. Tolerate is also one of my doctors, and I know that they're doing an amazing job at the foundation. So I would definitely say to someone that if they're looking for the information, that's where to go to get the information, because you find so many things on social media and on the internet, and as I said before, so many can be depressing, and it makes you feel like, oh my god, I'm going to die tomorrow, and that's just not the case. You'll be fine, I'll be fine, we'll be fine. And even though some days it feels like, we feel like we just want to just say, I'm giving up, I can't do this anymore, don't. We'll be fine. And I always tell persons that we just have to be grateful that we're here, because so many persons aren't. And I'm grateful for life every single day with the lupus.